To everybody, it's your boy A-Rod32497, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be kind of a unscripted, not review, but just kind of like, talking about my thoughts about a new game, and that game being Splitgate 2. So for anyone that's actually been around for a while, either like, watching the Twitch channel or, early subscribers, you would know that Splitgate was actually a game I started playing way when it came out, even in the beta. In fact, I think one of my most popular videos at that time was some meme I made, which would be in the background here. Yeah, but Splitgate was something I was really extremely interested in. I was always more of like an arena shooter guy. The Quakes and stuff like that. Of course, boomer shooters like Dusk and whatnot. And no, they don't really make games like that anymore. So seeing Splitgate kind of taking inspiration from that, of course, as well as Halo inspiration as well, and with the portals, I was like, yeah, I gotta try this. Sadly, Splitgate 1 didn't reach the potential it could have, but thankfully that's all gonna change, I think, with this game. So Splitgate 2 had a public alpha, and I think it's still going on at the time of this recording, but it's going to be ending on the March 2nd. And I played it for a bit. I played it on stream, twitch.tv/A-Rod32497, and my thoughts are, yeah, it's good. It's really good. In fact, it's excuse me, it's like that first game, but expanded upon. Right, the maps are bigger, the gameplay is smoother. It's really just overall just a more refined experience, right? And I think one of my favorite aspects of the game is just how everything feels to play, right? Splitgate 1 wasn't a clunky game, but it was an indie game, and it was made by a very small team, so it was very jank at the end of the day, right? The movement kind of felt a little bit jank. It was a little bit sluggish. The portals could have been a little bit better, but all that has been improved in this game. Speaking of the portals, they actually have I don't remember if this was in the original game, but they actually have the default way the portals work now is that you just press one button for both portals. And of course, you can change it to be like the original game. In the original game, it was Q and E, one for your left portal, one for your right portal, one for the purple portal, one for the yellow portal, right? And I think that that it worked fine, right? But I do know for the more casual player that it was probably hard to get a beat on, right? And that feels really intuitive, right? Just to press the one button, boop boop boom, you can teleport across the map. And I think to facilitate that, the more refined way the portals work, these maps are big. These maps are really big, at least comparatively to the first game. The first game didn't have small maps. The first game had very condensed maps, but they weren't small, but they weren't big either. This game's maps are actually pretty huge. Like all things considered, they're pretty damn big. And I think that's actually for its betterment. It feels like it's leaning more into what makes this game unique. And what makes this game unique is, of course, the portal mechanics, right? Without the portal mechanics, it would still be a fun game, but it wouldn't be Splitgate, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that aspect of the game is pretty good. But speaking of the maps, this game's map design is actually not too bad. Of course, I haven't had enough time to really understand and get to grips with the maps because it was only for basically this weekend, right? But from what I've played and from what I've experienced, the maps are not too bad. There's not really any frustrating choke points, any places where you can easily just get completely blindsided without any way of counterplay. I think every part of the maps have been carefully crafted around the portal mechanic and of course around the guns and whatnot. And yeah, I really like the map design. Of course, that could all change when the game comes out and I play it and I'm like, wow, after X amount of hours, I'm like, wow, the map design in this game fucking sucks ass. But as for now, the maps feel pretty good. Something else that I'd like to talk about from the alpha is not from the alpha, just from the game in general, is the class system. So yeah, this game has a class system, and it's not, Jesus Christ, I need water. It's not like, the Overwatch type thing, or it's not like a hero shooter type thing. I'll compare it more, I guess, I haven't really played that much Halo, right? So I might be speaking out of my ass here, but I guess kind of more like a Halo thing where, you get one ability, right? One cool ability for your class. And that's kind of what's going on here. You have, I can't really think of the names here. I think it's Arrows, Sabrask, and I forget the name of the other one, right? But Sabrask is the one I play. That's more like your tank class, right? And that one gets a shield, a little personal shield you can throw on the ground, and he's really fun, right? Not obviously, but if you watch the streams, you would know that I really like to play a lot of tank characters. I play tank in Overwatch. I play tank in Marvel Rivals, right? So playing this big character, feels like I'm right at home. The shield is cool, and the weapons are good as well. They have a shotgun, and a decently powered rifle, stuff like that. And Eros is more like a DPS class. I think they have a stem shot that makes them go faster. And then the other class, I can't remember their name, is more of a recon. So they can see through walls and whatnot. And what I really appreciate about the classes in this game is that they don't really detract from the overall gunplay, right? The main thing you're going to be doing in this game is portaling, gunplay, and and map knowledge. And I think that is how it should be. The abilities only act as a way, as a way to differentiate each player's playstyle, right? So yeah, I really do enjoy the way the classes work in this game, because they're not, they don't distract from the core gameplay. Also, something I forgot to mention is that the maps, they still have power weapons like in the first game, but there's only they only have power weapons. In the first game, you could pick up like normal weapons like the battle rifle and a shotgun, but in this game, I think from what I've seen, the only guns you can pick up are the power weapons, which is the BFB, the big fucking bat, and the rocket launcher and the sniper, and I think those are all I've found so far. But yeah, so that's cool. That's another reason to relearn the map and relearn how to mess around with the portals. Something else I'd like to mention is the game modes. There's a really cool game mode that's like it's kind of like a Battlefield Conquest or like a Halo Big Team Battle, where it's just a huge gigantic map with like 24 players, and it's chaotic. I didn't play that much of it because I was more interested in like playing the base game modes, but it's cool. I think that could be a lot of fun, especially with the full party, right? A lot of chaotic fun, very reminiscent of the old days of gaming. But yeah, so yeah, the game modes are cool. There's of course you have your standard ones, team deathmatch. You have domination. There's a cool one that's like, I think in the first game, I forgot what it was called, but it's like you're taking a ball to an area, kind of like Uplink from Black Ops 3 for a more contemporary example. But yeah, all the game modes are fun. Nothing screamed out to me as like a unfun game mode, right? Everything seemed pretty solid. And yeah, I think that's kind of it when it comes to the alpha. At least what I want to talk about so far. There might be some other things that I'll think about later on. Like I think I can mention the performance, at least for me, was good. But when I tried to stream it or record it, man, I had some very interesting performance. It was like the frame pacing was really weird, and like because the frame rate was still good, but the frame pace, I feel like I was stuttering a lot. And yeah, that's kind of a negative that I could mention. But besides that, there aren't really any negatives. Oh yeah, I wasn't able to add people. I tried to add some dude on the stream, and I couldn't add him. The game was bugging out, so that's another issue that probably should be looked into. And I think that's about it when it comes to all like the issues. I'm trying to think if there's any closing statements, but I think that might be it. Oh yeah, I do appreciate like just real quick closing statement before I end the video here. I do like that the portals still are still the main aspect of the game. Something that I was worried about was I thought they were gonna nerf the portals, because I feel like nerfing the portals would definitely be something a bigger company would do, because that nerfing that skill set would make the game more accessible. But I feel like the game is still accessible, but it also still has the skill ceiling. The portals are still there, and they're still something that it's gonna be really rewarding for players that actually invest time and effort into the game. But with that being said, overall, I think Splitgate 2 was a great game. I can't wait for it to come out, and I think you should play it as well when it comes out as well. This game is going to be great. It's going to be something new, something that I think people will enjoy, and I think more people should be aware of it. So I'm just doing my part here to make a video talking about it. And yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AROUND2497. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully that video will be soon, which will be hopefully Dino Crisis. So goodbye.